Good morning, collective out there. Happy Sunday. I hope you all are doing really well. Devinefemedian here, coming at you with a mostly oracle reading. I feel as if now that since we're in the Mercury retrograde, the shadow of the Mercury retrograde, if you don't know what that means, feel free to look it up. But just in essence, this is like the time of like tying up loose ends, everything that happened during the retrograde, really getting clarity, really getting, information and, just kind of like just tying it all together, making sense of it, seeing things for how they truly, really are. This is a reading for the collective, so all signs are included. This is just the general energy of what is going on in your life. I'm going to use my oracle decks, and I'm also going to read for tarot, so buckle up because might be a little bit of a long read because obviously there's so many people out there. There's so many different situations going on in people's lives. I want to get the most information that I can for you, okay? So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My website will be up this week, so I'm really excited about that. It looks beautiful. It looks great. There's lots of information on there. I've started a blog. I'm a creative writer, so anything can come out, during that blog. But I did write about some of my experiences about when I first started realizing that I had a gift. And I'm going to talk about some ghost stories. I'm going to talk about some pretty crazy things that go on in my life. You can actually check that out right now if you wanted to. It is live. I don't think everything is functioning, but you can go take a look. That's www.devinefemedian.com. Divine spelled the right way, but when it's up and running, I will definitely post a link to my website where you guys will be able to purchase private personal readings, whether tarot or spiritual mediumship. And also, you'll be able to, I'm going to start doing extended videos also. In the extended videos, I'm going to have all different types of extended readings. It's not just going to be some bull crap 5-10 minute that you pay like $6 for. You're really going to get your money's worth. So I'm happy to announce all of that. And now that's all the way. Let's get down to business. So if you're feeling me, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, and feel free to leave comments because I am always watching. So let's get ready. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's find out. Let me pull from the Moonology deck first, since we're dealing, we just had that huge full moon last night, which is beautiful. I hope you went out and enjoyed that. Okay, so what is the energy surrounding my collective right now, Spirit? Please and thank you. Good morning, Spirit. Surround me with your white light protection. Surround my collective with the white light protection on this journey to deliver the most accurate messages. Ooh. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Okay, so if you're a Sagittarius, that is definitely a sign from you that luck is on your side, which meaning that there could be some circumstances in your life right now where maybe when you went through Mercury retrograde and, you weren't feeling as lucky. You were feeling a little bit down. You were feeling a little unlucky. Maybe things weren't working out for you. Maybe things were unclear, but now the universe is letting you know that luck is on your side. So if you're a Sagittarius, it could be that. But if you have a Sagittarius anywhere in your chart, this could resonate with you, or I'm just sending this blessing out to everybody that luck is on your side. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? What else, Spirit? It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Okay, so I'm seeing like a little bit of like a pattern here with the fire signs coming out. So this is definitely giving a message about, luck is on your side. It's time to take action. So for some of you, there may be something that you've been contemplating about making a move towards or doing something. We're definitely going to find out what it is, but if you were doubting that you were going to have luck or success in a situation, Spirit saying it's time to take action. Okay, bottom of the deck, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Okay, so there could possibly be an earth sign that's involved with this situation, but it doesn't have to be, but prosperity lies ahead. So if luck is on your side, it's time to take action and prosperity lies ahead. Don't be doubtful of the decision that you need to make on that path because prosperity lies ahead. And prosperity can mean a lot of things for a lot of different people. So take that as it resonates, okay? So that's where we're starting off with this type of energy here, okay? We're going to get some messages after in a little bit. Let's find out what's going on in your environment. Love oracle cards. What's going on in the collective's environment? What do they need to know? Spirit, please and thank you. What is going on? Oh, rewrite your story. Rewrite your life story to how you would like it to be. Release, feel peace now. Sleep subliminals. Okay, so there are some subliminal messages that you're getting in your dreams that are trying to help you to rewrite your story, which to me, this means that it's rewriting old patterns. It's rewriting cycles that have happened in your life over and over and over again. Okay, whether they directly had something to do with you or they just in general had things going on with other people. Okay, usually when the universe is trying to really enforce change, trying to get you to push, trying to make you to take action, they're going to put you in the same type of cycles. And usually most people stay with what they know and what they're familiar with. Okay, but we're not a dog. Okay, we're human beings that actually have feet and minds and imaginations and ways to make the things that we want in our life happen. That's the blessing of being a spiritual being having a human experience right now here on this earth. You do not have to continue to live the same story that you've always lived before. But what I find is that most people, they tend to feel naked without their story. Whatever your story is, right? Who are you without that story? Who are you without the person that had past addictions? Who are you if you were not the person who was in an abusive relationship? Who are you if you were not the person who couldn't, date anybody because they were overweight? Who are you if you were the person who, lost someone that you cared about? Or who are you if you're not the person who came from an abusive home? Who are you without that story, the narrative that we project to the outside world, what we say, what we identify with? Who are we without that story? But see, here's the thing. You can rewrite that story. You can start to make the changes in your life right now. Rewrite your love story. And that doesn't mean that you have to go back to the beginning, back to childhood, back to all of that and try to rewrite everything. But you know what I did? I'm going to share something a little personal with you. Like I said, this reading, might get a little bit long, but I have to say this. So recently when I was going through my stuff, trying to organize myself as usual, if you know a Sagittarius, we are sometimes very highly unorganized. And I found this diary. I've had this diary for years, and I think I started writing it when I was about 12 or 13 years old, even though I picked it up and put it down for years. But there was a story in there about this moment in time. I think I was either 12 or 13, and when I was younger, we moved around a lot, which can be very unsettling for a Sagittarius energy. Like, we like to have a home base. We like to have a home where we can go. Okay, we like that shelter. We like to feel safe. We like to have a place. Growing up, I never really had that. Okay, so there was this boy that I liked a lot, and he was my age, and I think he had said to me, he's like, "You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my entire life." And I was like, wow, like no one had ever said that to me before. So I immediately clung on to that type of energy where if a guy liked me, he had to tell me to my face that I was the most beautiful girl in the world. Although we know that, sometimes people tell you things subliminal, right? Sometimes it's not always as obvious. And if you miss those signs, you can actually miss out on something that was really good. So there's more to the story, but I'm not going to get into it. But what I did was an exercise, because I felt that my 12-year-old or 13-year-old self was still stuck in that place. So what I did is I sat down, I let things get really, really quiet and let things get very still. And I closed my eyes and I went back to the street that I lived on in that house. I walked to the house because I remember every single time that we moved, I would always be the last one to go back into the house to make sure we never left anything behind. And also just to take in the energy of the house once again, because I was kind of like taking that piece of home with me. Okay. So I still had the memory of that house in my head. So I went back to each room that was empty, And I remembered it and I looked at it and I walked around and I felt the emptiness. I felt my stuff not there. I felt my family's energy not there anymore because we weren't there anymore. And then I went outside and I walked down the street to where this boy had lived. And I saw I envisioned my 12-year-old self there, and I took her back. And I said, "You don't live here anymore. There's nothing here for you. You're coming with me." And I took her back. And I instantly felt better. My eyes were open more to people who were paying attention to me romantically, that were not saying it so obvious, so that I could return those clues so that it could become obvious, right? Because if you're kind of shut down from love, right, because you're waiting for that big declaration, you're going to miss the little subtle clues that someone's giving you, and then you can give them back, right, to let them know that you're interested. Otherwise, you have a wall up, you have a block up, and they're not going to know that you're interested, and they're just going to move on, right? And then that continues my story of, oh, they must not have been interested because they didn't say anything. But they said it with their eyes, they said it with their touch, they said it with their actions, right? Because that's what's most important. What's not important is what somebody says to you, okay? It's how they act. How are they acting? The words mean nothing unless the actions are behind it, okay? So you can rewrite that story at any moment in time that you had, that you feel as if a memory or a certain situation is harming you or blocking you. You can rewrite that story. This is for you. You can do it however you want to do it. You can go back and say you came from an abusive house where you were hit, and you remember one specific time where it was really, really bad. Go back to that time, as painful as it is. Change everything in that house. Change the parents you had or the person who did it. Change it all. Change it. Re-implant that memory. Rewrite that story. Because you can change your life. Don't carry around the things that were done to you, or the thoughts that you had, or these things that you put in your way. It could be anything at all. It could be a fight with a friend. It could be a fight with a relative. It could be anything. It could also be something positive too. Whenever you're feeling down, go back to a really positive time in your life where you felt such joy and happiness. Go back there and bring it with you. You can take it with you. Okay? I know that was long and lengthy, but I felt very called. And I've had this deck for a while, and I finally realized what this meant and how to communicate this to you guys. Okay? So there you go. What else? Oh, okay. Bottom of the deck. Later, dude. Love yourself enough to accept only the best. Let go. The wrong person. Let go of the wrong person. Be comfortable being alone. Okay? This is the same thing that I was talking about before, about repeated patterns. Okay? It's okay to be alone if you're not with the right person. Don't let the fear of being alone, okay, or being, set free from the pack. Because Spirit just showed me like a pack of wolves and like one of them going off by themselves and just saying, you know what, just because I'm a wolf doesn't mean I need to stay here. Doesn't mean, just because we look alike doesn't mean I need to be here. Just because we're blood doesn't mean I need to be here if it's unhealthy. Sometimes people stay in relationships because they're afraid of being alone. But is when you're alone, okay, is when you start to learn to love yourself. That's the message here. Love yourself enough to accept only the best. And who can give you only the best? You can. You know yourself better than anybody. You know what it's like. That's why those happy memories of joy and love are important. So that when you are alone and you're having a hard time loving yourself, you can go back to those memories and feel those memories. Right? And bring it with you. Because you're never really alone. Spirit's always with you. Your guides are always with you. You're never alone. I don't care if you have a pet. Hug your pet. You know? If you don't have a pet, you're not allowed to have a pet. Go to a friend's house and pet their dog. Or go to an animal store or something like that. Go walk into nature. You know what I'm saying? You're not alone. You are connected to the universe. And when you have this energy of being alone and being in solitude and you're loving yourself, you're going to attract that love. You're going to attract love to come back to you. The type of love that matches your energy. The type of love that recognizes love. Oh, wow, look at how this person loves themselves so much. I love myself that much too. Wow. Let's give more, right? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be alone. That's when healing comes. Don't let anybody influence your healing by being around you, especially the wrong person. Understand? All right, let's keep going. What else? I keep hearing that song. Keep on walking, I ain't talking to you anymore. You can just walk. I don't know who sings that song, but okay. It just keeps going on in my head. I don't know why. Okay, leaving space. Give yourself time to heal, right? The right one can't come if the wrong one is there. Clear a draw for them. Didn't I just say that? I just said that. The right one can't come in if the wrong one's there. You understand? And that doesn't mean that this person is a bad person. It just means that they weren't right for you. And you weren't right for them. It's all energy. What somebody does that's super horrible to you may be something that they can learn to heal by being with someone else. But if you're holding on to this person, you're blocking that energy, there's going to be more resistance. And there's just going to be more of what you've always had. Because, we're not meant to fix people. We're not meant to do that. They have to do it on their own. Just like you have to do it on your own. And how we do that? By being alone. Right? Fixing it. Fixing ourselves. Fixing what's wrong. First. Can't depend on anyone else to fix you. And the other person can't depend on you to fix them. It doesn't work that way. I tried it, trust me. And I know so many of you out there have tried it also. But let me just tell you, it's just, no, okay? Remember these keywords. Give yourself time to heal. The right one can't come in if the wrong one is there. You could put together, all right, an entire machine, and if one part is off, it's not going to work. All right, let's get one more card. All right, Spirit said take two. Here we go. Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Don't try to fix others. Heal yourself to attract your best partner. People pleasing, trust the process. Okay? People pleasing. Staying in situations because it makes everyone else happy. Staying in a situation or pacifying a situation because it calms things down, right? Because the other card that Spirit wanted was communication. Address concern without attacking a person. Communication is the issue. Healthy, loving dialogue, right? This is healthy, loving dialogue within yourself. So if in one situation, right, you're trying to be Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It, right? And you're communicating to the other person, okay, we're going to work things out. We're going to fix things because you're looking to please them, right? You're looking to please other people in your environment, whatever you're trying to do. But then on the inside, you're screaming, what the F is wrong with you? Why would you do that? You know you don't, and you're beating yourself up. Healthy, loving dialogue. Okay? Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Don't try to fix others. It doesn't work that way. Everybody is born with their own spirit, with their own soul path, their own environmental things that affect their growth. Everybody's going through a learning process. The only teacher is God, or whoever you believe in. Okay. So we have all that. If you're still with me, let's continue. So let's find out your abundance. What are the abundance messages for the collective? I'm going to read for one more, probably one more oracle deck before I get into the tarot. Oh, here we go. Divine Source. Help me know that my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. I just said that, God. Right? Divine. The divine source. Okay? Help me know that my deepest needs will be met. If we're not afraid to be alone, if we're communicating healthy communications, if we're rewriting our stories, if we become our own mechanic, right? Trust and believe that there is a plan for you, and you're going to start to see it once you go through this healing process. Okay? What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? Grief. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. The energy of emotions is actually stored in the liver. It's not in the heart. It's actually in the liver. But, a heart is kind of like a gross thing to look at. I mean, a liver is like, kind of like a gross thing to look at. And like, it just looks, so obviously this person chose a heart. But most people tend to associate love with the heart, the physical heart. And it's true, Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Okay? So if you're crying right now, you're going through a lot of grief, just know that that pain is being released from you. It's being released from you. Sometimes people just go through something, they have one good freaking wow wow wailing baby cry, and they stop crying, and that's when this steps in. I'm going to show you another way. You just have to be strong enough to walk down that path. Don't stay in those tears. Oh, great. Now I got that song in my head. Save your tears for another day. Deepening. Once your earth, there's a beautiful black cat over here, and butterflies. That's like me. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. So you're probably an old soul, right? That's why some of these things just like keep happening. And it's like, all right, come on. We got to learn from this already. Come on. Once you let go of attachments and you let go of and you surrender, that's when your spirit's really free to just gulp down everything, all the beauty in life. So that when you pass on, you can take that with you so you can be a source of light for another soul that's here on planet. You have a higher purpose other than just eating, drinking, and going to work. Okay? I don't know who that was for, but God was like, you better say that right now, bottom of the deck. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. Okay? So even though if you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is happening right now, my life is falling apart, okay? It's going to be, hopefully, for some of you, depending on what you did or whatever happened, it's not going to be much more. Because like I said, there's lessons in life. Especially if you're connecting with the divine and you're asking for guidance. If you're all just practical here on earth, oh, everyone's doing everything to me, you're being a victim, yes, that's when that type of energy can get you. Okay? So don't ever think that there's just going to be so much that you're not going to be able to handle it, that you're going to break. Stay in the present. Deal with what's in front of you right now. Okay? If that's all you can do, deal with what's in front of you right now. Okay? All right. I think I will read from these later. Yeah, they're basically pretty much saying the same things that these cards did, because that's just how my tarot game works. All right, so let's pull into the tarot. Let's find out what's going on. I'm probably definitely going to timestamp this video because I know that a lot of people, I haven't decided what I'm going to label it yet, but I will soon figure that out. Okay. So let's get into the tarot and find out what is going on with the overall energy. What is the main topic of today? I'm mixing up all my cards because I just don't have enough room on this table. Okay. Let's get some messages from the Oracle of Truth. Find out what is the overall energy today. What are we dealing with? What situations are we dealing with here for the collective, for all 12 signs, fire signs, earth signs, air signs, water signs? I wonder if you were happy without me. Okay. We'll just leave that there. I wonder if you're happy without me. Okay. Let's pull from the tarot. Find out what's going on. Okay. Show me the energy of the collective. What's going on with the collective right now? All 12 signs, fire signs, earth signs, water signs, air signs. Spirit, please and thank you. What is going on in the environment right now? Don't mind if I cuss. I cuss. You don't like it? Too bad. I can't believe I just said cuss. I think I just turned into the mother I never had. Oh my God. Cousin. All right. 4 cups. Some of you right now are definitely thinking about, because this is all cups. It's very emotional. So you may be a water sign that's watching this. Okay. Very emotional time. I wonder if you were happy without me. The 6 of Cups in reverse, talks about living in the past and having unrealistic expectations. And then the 5 of Cups, we all know what that means. This is the crying over spilled milk. This is the tears. This is the cups being spilled out. This is emotions just overflowing, overrunning into the river, making this river fall up, and this person doesn't take the opportunity to turn around and look and see what is behind them. They're only focused on what's in front of them. Okay. What happened, the incident that happened. So some of you are probably thinking about something that happened. Okay. What this has to deal with, but this is just a new option. 4 of Cups here is a new option, a new direction. So maybe you could have taken a new option, or you could have taken a new direction towards something. But this is also 4 of Cups in reverse also talks about rejection. It talks about, rejecting something that you thought was going to work out time and time and time again, but it just ended with you feeling unfulfilled, unloved, and unwanted, and wounded. Okay, so that's pretty sad energy to be in. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance here. Okay, more energy. Temperance is a card of balance and harmony. Temperance is a card, it's also a Sagittarius card. Temperance is the card of a structure. It's about equal emotions. It's about equal energy, the flow of things in life. So we have this rejection card here. We have a new option. We have new direction. So what Spirit is saying is to call in, is basically guiding you and directing you. Okay, I'm trying to slow down because the message is coming in quick. Thank you, Spirit. There needs to be emotional balance, emotional stability. It doesn't work when one person's holding in their emotions and the other person is letting them all out. It doesn't work well. It needs to be balanced in order for there to be harmony. Okay? That's what that's saying. Clarify the 6 of Cups in reverse to me, please. Three major arcana. There's a big message here. Listen up. There is unhappiness here. Whatever unrealistic expectation, maybe you or your person expected so much happiness and joy from a connection, okay? But it wasn't balanced, okay? And what happened here with this 5 of Cups energy leading into the Hanged Man? There's a need to look at things from a new perspective. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the video about the new moon energy, okay? Not the new moon energy, the retrograde energy, okay? What did you learn from looking at being in this connection, whatever it was? Work, love, friends, whatever it was. Relationship with yourself, whatever it is. Take it as it resonates, okay? You're not moving in this hangman position. You're stuck. You're hanging up from the tree. You have no way down. Okay, all the blood's rushing to your brain. All right? You don't have a way down. I don't see any swords here to cut you down. So in this waiting time and in this period is what we need to be reflecting on, what you need to be reflecting on, or your person needs to be reflecting on, is what is this new direction that I need to take? What is this new perspective that I need to gain? What do I need to see? What clarity do I need to see? So let's find out. Spirit, what clarity does the collective need to see? What do they need to see? Clarify Temperance for me. Nine of Wands in reverse. So let's just start there. This is a card of having faith, okay? Because all of these 9 wands that are here, okay, they've built up. When you look at this card, this guy has these, this is about wounds. This is about mental blockages. This is about having to feel defensive because of things that have happened. Okay, having to feel defensive about, all these wands. Look at how this person's just looking over their shoulder, looking at all these wands like, oh my God. So there's something that's going on that this person, you or your person, feels defensive about. But they're no longer having to feel defensive. They're moving out of that energy. They don't have to feel defensive anymore. They don't have to feel like, oh my God, I need to constantly defend myself from whatever type of imbalance or, types of other types of options that may have been out there. They no longer have to feel defensive about something. Clarify these apps. You know what? What are these? What is this? What is this new outlook? What is this new option? They're feeling defensive about that. What is that? That's what I want to know. It's easy to say the word option, but... Oh, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Holding on to something. Somebody's holding on to something for dear life. Holding on to the idea of something. But that idea was unrealistic and it was not happy. It wasn't happy. So whether this was a relationship, which clearly, or some sort of emotional attachment. Some sort of emotional attachment that this person thought was going to bring them happiness. It didn't. It put them in this hangman position where they can't think. But now that they've come out of this, the next card is the 9 of Wands in reverse. So they're coming out of that. They don't have to feel defensive anymore. They're getting new they're getting new faith because it's coming in underneath Temperance. They're having faith for balance and harmony and happiness. Okay? But this is also about, it could be something that has to do with paranoia also, but I'm not going to get into that. So next we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, the Page of Wands in reverse is somebody who's struggling. Somebody who's a little bit immature. They're struggling. They're a little bit immature. Next to the 2 of Swords in reverse. They had a lot of indecisions. They were indecision. They were trying to compromise. There was like a lot of they were blinded. They didn't know which way to go. But you see, because they were in this hanged man position, they didn't know which way to go. Trying to compromise, trying to figure out a way to cut themselves down, trying to figure out a way to get out of a situation is what I'm hearing over all of this. They were holding on to something that they were trying to figure out how to get out of. Okay? So you could be dealing with somebody who's very defensive. You could be dealing with somebody that was put in a position where they had to feel as if they constantly needed to defend themselves all the time. Okay? Take it as it resonates. But whatever that situation was, it wasn't happy. It was a struggle. It was not happy. It caused a lot of compromise. It caused a lot of indecision. It caused a lot of not being able to make up your mind as to which way you wanted to go. That's what's going on there. What's the outcome? What's the outcome of this situation? It's very clear. Very clear. Ace of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Well, the Ace of Swords in reverse talks about a lot of mental blocks, a lot of dishonesty, a lot of judgment. Next to the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse is not very good. This is like, this is somebody who's like mentally twisted. Their thinking is wrong, but they know it. And they know how to use that wrong way of thinking their thinking is corrupt, right? Their thinking is corrupt. They're not thinking clearly. This person can have, some struggles with it. They could be like mentally abusive to themselves or to other people. But then next to it, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. It's just, I feel as if because this person wanted to get out of a situation, they didn't plan for it. So now there's like a setback. It's like they're stuck. They didn't plan for how they were going to get out of this. Because there's a lot of mental confusion here. I feel, where is this mental confusion coming from? Where is this mental confusion coming from? Where is this confusion coming from? Why is this person so stuck? What is going on here? The Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor in reverse is somebody who is very controlling. They're not immature. And again, with the poor planning and the ego. So this is you're dealing with somebody who, and this could possibly have to do with work. This could possibly it has to do with a lot of, probably a lot of things. The Eight of Pentacles is somebody who's has to work on something so much that they get it right. But I feel as if in this situation, because it's dealing with the ego, this person had to keep working towards making a situation right. Or they had to be right. You know what I'm saying? They had to be right. I'm right. They didn't want to realize or say, this could be both of you, that they didn't want to realize or say that they were wrong. They made a wrong choice. They made a wrong decision. And that could be with anything. We're coming out of COVID. We're coming out of isolation. We're coming out of all of that. We all are. Or people are not afraid to go out anymore. People can go out now. They can do things. So it's kind of like, okay, where your life was basically put on hold as of March 13th of last year, when everything just kind of shut down. I don't know where you are in the world, but in New York, it was there, right? March 13th. I'll never forget that day. It was a Friday and, I was like, all right, cool. 3-day weekend. Yeah. 3-day weekend turned into 6 months of isolation. Dealing with a lot of mental confusion, a lot of mental blocks. And now that things are slowly creeping back towards being normal, we now have to deal with what was put on hold or what new came into our life under false pretenses, unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations of things being able to work out in our favor despite the mental things, all of these things that were in our head being able to work out. But because we've all felt the need that we've had to start over again, right? Oh, it's a fresh start, right? Fresh start. New Year's happened. We got the vaccine. COVID's over. Everything's going back to normal, right? We got the need to stick with the decisions that we made. But the Mercury retrograde it was this time, okay, was to look at what you did, look at the decisions you made, look at how you handled things, look at all the unrealistic expectations of things working out that were not meant to work out. It's looking at the decisions that you made in your life, that you have been making in your life, and gain the clarity on them. Because the Ace of Swords is also a card of truth. A card of truth. There is some sort of truth here that this person was holding on to. Something that they knew. Let's keep looking, because I'm seeing the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like I've seen this spread before. Okay, so this person, the Hierophant in reverse, is about non-conformity. Somebody didn't want to conform to something. Traditions, traditional ways of doing things. Okay. The Hierophant is also about confessing to receive forgiveness. Okay. Confessing to receive forgiveness, but when I'm seeing that underneath the Knight of Pentacles, somebody was very slow with bringing in an offer. The Knight of Pentacles is, could be somebody who like kept making promises to do things and never did them, or making attempts at things but didn't do it, but they were very slow. Okay, because what I'm seeing after that is the King of Wands. The King of Wands doesn't play. The King of Wands gets up off his throne to get what he wants, but that's followed by the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. So there could have been the High Priestess in reverse, okay, is not listening, blocked intuition, not having clarity. There's something blocking this person, okay, this Knight of Wands here, impulsive. There's something that's blocking this person. There's some sort of impulsive sexual energy that keeps this person distracted and keeps them stuck towards having victory. But it could also mean that this person thinks that if they give bursts of passion and creativity, right? If they just give bursts of it, that they can stop listening to their intuition that's telling them to move faster, go towards things faster, be impulsive, jump, take opportunities, do this, because that's what's going to lead you to success. Or this person can feeling that like they don't have to listen to their intuition. They can cloud all of that by being sexually impulsive, because that's what brings them victory. I'll go, sex will fix every situation. That's for some of you out there. But Spirit says that's an illusion, okay? But what I'm being told and what I'm being guided to say is that once you listen to your intuition, whoever you are out there, okay? I see a lot of water. I see a lot of fire, okay? Whoever you are out there, all right? You're being slow. Knight of Pentacles energy, you're being slow. But once you get where you're going, you're working. I see you working. You're not doing things in the traditional way. You're not getting a job and working 9 to 5 and saving and doing no, you're not. You're going after your creative passions, but you're not listening to your gut. You're doing things impulsively. And that could lead to, you think that that's going to lead to success, but then you're leaving yourself with so many options that you're not going to know that you're going to, like, one of those options will lead you to a 2 of Cups situation, partnership, new love, all that stuff. It'll lead to that. But you have to be careful of which cup you choose. And I feel as if whoever's listening to this knows that. That could be what this person was holding on to over here. They thought that they made a good decision, but they didn't. And they were holding on to the emotions of, I didn't make the right choice. I didn't make the right choice, but I have to make it work. I have to. But it led to all of these mental blockages and hurt emotions and the ego taking over, right? But I feel as if all of that is being released now. It's being released. The fighting is ending. They're defensive about their decision. They're having to defend themselves. Again, with the 7 of Wands. Having to defend themselves. They have to protect themselves against competition. But with the 5 of Wands in reverse there is no competition. That's the thing. Problem is being resolved. Page of Cups in reverse, talks about breakups. They're ending, doesn't have to mean a physical breakup, but they're breaking up with their immature self. They're breaking up with their immature self so that they can have a 2 of Cups. They want to be able to make the right choice this time. Choose the right option. That's what this 4 of Cups is starting out here, because they were holding on to something that they shouldn't have been holding on to. Now they're going to make the right choice. They're tired of this. the obstacles, the competition, the fighting. They're tired of it. They're breaking up with their old ways. This is beautiful. Right. They're breaking up with the toxic energy. Devil energy. Breaking up with it. Ooh, Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah. They're breaking up with it. Or this could mean an actual physical breakup. Take it as it resonates. Okay? So we have the Devil next to the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups, when the Knight of Cups is in reverse, because we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. I mean, somebody is withdrawing their love. They are withdrawing it right now. Again, another card of unrealistic expectations. To hold on to a relationship because of toxic devil energy. Devil energy we know is greed, sexual impulse, sexual lust is what's causing this person to have trouble. Okay, the eight of Cups in reverse is what's causing this person. They're learning from their past mistakes. That having, for some of them, I'm reading for everyone, Three of Cups, their past mistakes brought them nothing but unhappiness with the Three of Cups in reverse. This type of devil energy is nothing but unhappiness. Or for some of them, it could have been a third-party situation. Or thinking that there is a third-party situation, that there's another person always involved in the relationship. Or they're also feeling because, they're learning from their past mistakes because whatever situation they got themselves into, they didn't feel any support. Like there was a lot of gossip. There's no support. Three of Pentacles in reverse, people not working together. Again, this person, whoever it is, didn't feel supported. King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse. The King of Pentacles, they didn't make a wise investment. This is all somebody who's financially dependent. Okay? They're not a free thinker, but they were being kind of made to feel as if they had to be financially dependent, and on this Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups, somebody who was not somebody who had addictions, somebody who was insecure. Somebody who, somebody who's very smothering. But possibly because they were financially dependent on this person. And that could be the past mistake that they're learning from. What they need to fix about themselves. I really feel as if this person is saying, I need to stand on my own 2 feet. I need to stand on my own 2 feet. And I need to, be different. I feel as if this person's never had that. They've never had financial, right? They haven't, yes. Because them taking their pentacle that they have, right? And, going towards a new path to take this pentacle, whatever they have in their pockets, and just going, will bring them justice. Will balance out the scales. But I feel as if it's balancing out the scales within themselves. That's the truth here. Because this figure on the card is holding a sword. That's the truth. Right? It will bring them justice in this situation. Judgment. Waking up to their life's purpose. King of Cups. Nine of Cups. Okay? Four of Wands. So this person knows that in order to, once they wake up to their life's purpose and they gain the clarity, the judgment from spirit, once they've gone and they said, okay, I realized everything that I did in the past. I've prayed on it. I've made a decision. Okay. They're going to become the King of Cups. Somebody who's emotionally supportive. Somebody who goes after their happiness. Someone who goes after their wish fulfillment. And they have to leave some things out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles. Okay, they need to let go of that illness, that sickness, that feeling left out. and join the party. Four of Wands here. Join the party to celebrations and happiness. They're tired of being left out. They're tired of being left out. They're tired of it. They want happiness and they want support. But I feel as if this person realized that there was an option that they choose, a person that they choose, a love that they choose, that was not the right choice. Because this person needed to heal. This person needed to fix some things within themselves. And I think that they've realized that now. Okay? Oh boy. Yeah, I could literally read this whole deck, but we don't have time for that. I'm at like 50 minutes right now. I just want to get you one final message from my unicorn deck because I'm being asked to do that. Thank you, Spirit. This message is for somebody. Somebody out here is going to understand this. I mean, I'm hearing almost like two sides to the story, but I mean, there's a lot of information in here. There's just a lot of, this is definitely for somebody. Okay. Aww. Bottom of the deck, I have gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. Followed by anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. Friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. And that's exactly what this is about. Seek out your soul family. I feel like this person has always made a decision and has always made the wrong choice. Has always stayed very stuck and stagnant with old energy and old ways of thinking and just letting the same things, same situations and same people just keep coming back for more punches over and over and over and over and over again. And finally this person said, enough, I'm done. I'm going to change. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to listen. I'm going to go after my dreams. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to go after my wish fulfillment. And yeah, I might be a little isolated. I might be left out in the cold by all of this stuff, but I don't care because I know on the other side of this is my true harmony and happiness. Right here. This is your soul family. They're here waiting. Wake up. Okay? So that is all I have for you, collective. Thank you so very much for listening to that very long reading, but I hope that it gave you some clarity. I hope that it helped you and healed you in some sort of way. Yeah, please like the video on your way out to help me grow my channel, and I will see you guys at another reading. Take care and have a blessed Sunday. Love and light.